Whew. It's morning somewhere, right guys? Welcome back to Let's Play, the randomizer for Links to the Past. Today, I decided that we're just going to go ahead and go in order with the Light World dungeons. So, before I do all that, we're going to go ahead and activate the flute here at the Windcock. Or whatever you want to call it. So what this is going to do for me is it's going to make sure that I can get around a little better. One of the warp points that it has is right there in the desert, and I'm going to utilize it to get some extra treasures before heading into the Desert Palace. I'll have to do a little save and quit to make it work, but it should be okay. There we go. So this will take me into Misery Mire, which we could try to attempt right now, but I don't know if the dinky little level 1 sword is going to be enough for me. Get away. Get away. See? See how long that took? We could technically open it right now with Ether. You know what? I will open it just to get that out of the way, but first things first, I want to go through here and grab a couple of treasures. Let's see. Push this. Oh, there's Bombos. Nice. Okay, let's see. So then this, and that. And the Fire Rod. Look at that. Yeah, we're pretty set there. Let's see. The only things we're missing right now are the Magic Powder, the Cane of Samaria, something else. I can't remember right now. Sorry. We'll get it eventually, right? Oh, the Magic Mirror. That's one of the things we're missing. Alright, that's super important. Anyway, I just want to do this because it uses up magic, and we're not going to really need too much magic in the Desert Palace, so might as well just do it now. That way we'll have full magic when we come back here for real. Plus it gets rid of that annoying rain. We also need the Cane of Samaria to complete that dungeon, so unless it's in the dungeon, which is possible, I don't want to risk that right now. But maybe I'll take a look later, just to fool around a bit. Before we head out of here, I want to go in this cave. In here, there's a little bombable wall, and there's a single treasure behind there, I believe. I didn't expect this journey to be so fruitful, but here we are. Oh, this isn't treasure? Oh. Well, that works. Alright. Let's get back to the real world, shall we? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we start. Okay, there we go. Let's get our handy-dandy flute out and head for the Desert Palace. It's so nice to have this active. Okay, so now we're just gonna take the trip here and then jump off. Easy. Let's see. Oh, nope, I overshot it. I never remember how big this desert is. We can just skip past that. There we go. So yeah, Desert Palace isn't too tricky. All you need is the Pegasus boots to get the big key and a way of lighting torches. That's all you need to clear the dungeon. So let's go ahead and do the first part first, over here in this corner that I showed off earlier before I realized that I was missing a key part of this dungeon here. So I'll just go up here. There we go. And with that, we can get the rest of the chests in this dungeon. Very few chests here. There's just the key, I mean the big key, the compass, the map, and what would be the power gloves. So that's one reason why it's not a big deal to do this dungeon really quickly, because there's only really one treasure that matters in a randomizer. And let's find out what that treasure might be. Let's see. So there's the big key. a little earlier than normal. But we still gotta check up here for the last chest, which is... Well, there it is! Like I said before, the magical boomerang can be found in a chest, and you don't have to upgrade a normal boomerang to get it. So yeah. Now that I have the magical boomerang, I can switch between both kinds of boomerangs at will. Same thing with the flute. You can switch between the flute and the shovel by pressing Y on the menu. So they never lock you out of having one or the other, which is handy for certain other cases. And so for completion's sake, I'm going to go ahead and unlock the big chest. It doesn't matter, because we know that it's going to have the map. But I might as well, just for the sake of it. And just to show off how to get every single chest in the dungeon. So, the switch is over here. And there's the chest. Alright, now, with that, we can move on to the next part of the dungeon, which we have to go outside and loop around to get to with the Power Glove. Pegasus boots make everything so much simpler. Ooh, didn't see me. Cool. Alright. So just get that out of the way and move on. There we go. Avoid that guy. Over here we have a nice little spinning tiles nonsense here. Unfortunately, the blue tunic does not make them hurt less. I forgot which pot the key was under, but we'll be fine. We got potions. Let's see. Get rid of this guy, that guy. Collect more money, not that we need it. I'll probably do another little stash upgrading run soon enough. Okay. So, there's torches here, but this isn't the part we need the lamp for. Let's see. The key should be just under there. There we go. And, not there. Not there. Up here. Right. Whew! Okay. Are these all hearts? No. Okay. So since we have the fire rod, we can make this a little easier. There we go. Now we have to wait for that to go. So behind here will be the boss that we gotta beat, and hopefully the blue tunic makes it a little easier. I'm not entirely sure if that works, but who knows? Let's see. What other item might I need here? I guess I'll just have my potion handy. So yeah, the way to do the big damage on this guy is spin attacks once it comes out. So you gotta try and time it as well as you can. Yeah, it looks like they are doing half. I think you can hit them on the head and the tail, but hitting them in the head is easier, obviously. But yeah, mostly this boss fight is an exercise in patience. Ooh, that was a nice hit there. I like it when I bounce off and hit everyone else. Alright, got one. They also, I said also twice. They launch off their little dust particles in diagonal directions when they come out. But once you're down to one, they'll start launching them in all 8 directions. So you want to try and stand at a nice, slightly off angle from them, like a little 15-degree or so, like that. Yeah, that's the way you avoid the big hits. Not that it hurts that much, but got me that time. I need to remember to unleash a little quicker. Like that. Got him. Didn't even have to use my potion, so I'd better make sure I don't accidentally use it. So, I guess what we're doing right now is we're collecting the pendants to get the Master Sword. The Master Sword does unlock a couple of treasures, like how you normally get most of the medallions, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so since we're done here, let's head for the Tower of Hera. We can launch right off there with the flute, which makes things a little easier. Okay, so since we don't have the magic mirror, we're going to have to take the long way to get there, which is okay. Oh, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. There's so little wiggle room around here, and you're pretty much at the mercy of the boulders. Let's see. There's like a heart under there. Sometimes there's a fairy under there. I don't know what changes it. Okay, so let's get out our hook shot. There we go. Get him away. And we have to take this lower cave, I think. It's just up here. Then we can go loop around to the other side. There we go. Love using the hook shot on those guys. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's always a fairy under this rock pile if you break it open, so that's a handy way of healing up if you took some damage there. Okay, so we have the hammer, so we can go through here now. Whee! And just over here is the tower. So let's go ahead and go inside. Now, for the tower, you don't really need too many tools, just some way of attacking at range. Even if it's just throwing a bomb, that should do it. And like the last dungeon, there is only one treasure that matters here in a randomizer. So, it might be this one. Nah, that's just the map, like it always is. So now we have to go down here. If you want to continue with the dungeon, usually you're going to need a lamp or a fire rod, because you need to light some torches to make the chest with the big key appear in this corner room here. If you don't have that, then don't bother going into this dungeon. You won't be able to finish it unless they give you the big key really quickly. So, unlike with the Desert Palace, we're going to have to do this the hard way. You have to wait for all of these to pop up. So just hold your sword out in front of you. You should be able to poke them and destroy them before they cause any damage, unless they come at you from a super weird angle. Yeah, it's a tedious job, but that's what tedious gamers do. Alright. There we go. So that brings us here. I should also note the hook shot doesn't work. It just attaches you to the pillars, so you can't use it to hit a switch from behind a pillar. You can use it to kill these guys and hit the pillar if the switches are down. That works too. Alright, once again, let's go ahead and make things a little faster for us. And big key. Yep. So now we're just looking for the last item in here. There'll be a compass later on, and there'll also be another thing. Oh, right. Nice shot. Diagonal throws. That's your Zelda 1 strats at work. I don't think that works on those guys. Let's see. Can I reach it from here? No? Okay, fine. I'll go back down and hit the switch again. Like a chump. I didn't think I'd be doing both dungeons in this one episode, but hey, it works. I don't mind. Dungeons aren't too long unless I mess up on the boss here, which is possible. But we'll just take it in stride. So we gotta get rid of these guys because they're a bit annoying. Doesn't matter what direction the switch is in, really. There we go. Yeah, those little floor tiles, they switch some holes around in the ground. That's what you need the big key for. So you need to make sure that the hole is not covering up the pillar that's raised. Or not raised, because then you won't be able to get past it. Okay, there's the big chest. And the last chest. Last normal chest. So here's the compass, so the treasure that we're looking for is in there, and we can just skip right over it because we have the power of the hook shot. Get away from me. Get away from me. Let me open this. Oh, cool. That works. Unfortunately, we're going to have to duck down again, but that's no big deal. Otherwise, you could drop in from the chest from above. I'll show you how to do that exactly. But once we get there, but hookshot makes it a little easier. Hookshot makes a lot of little things in this game easier, which I appreciate. You never realize just how useful something is until you're using it for weird stuff like that. So hit this, and then fall down this middle hole if you want to get to the chest normally. But over here is the boss. Now the issue with this guy is he can knock you into the pit, and if he does, you gotta come back, and his health resets, and it's a big old mess. There we go. Oops. Not doing too well here so far, but we haven't been hit for real yet, so that's good, right? Just gonna try and predict where he's gonna move. Oops. Ah, dang it. Well, it'll be okay. I could hit the crystal switch below to open up those pots. Those have a whole bunch of hearts in them, but I think I'll be okay. I like using the spin attack because it has a little more range than your normal attack. So you can account for a little less of the problems that way. Oh, what? He hit me while I was falling. How fair is that? Like, I hit him, it launched me into the hole, and while I was in the falling animation, he walked over and just slapped me. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. That's insane. Okay, round 5. I might die. I have very little health. I was one hit away on my last try, but I choked. It's what you call performance anxiety. I gotta stop poking him. Alright, come on. Come at me, bro. Did I already mention that the spin attack has better range? I might have done it in one of the cuts, but... yeah. That's why I like using it, plus it does more damage. I don't know if that works on bosses specifically, but it makes me feel good. Okay, we're getting the beeps. First time I've heard the beeps during this playthrough. Got him! Whew! Okay. We're all done. Good. So, hopefully everything worked out fine. One thing I should mention, if you did the dungeons out of order, you might be missing pendants because of certain event flags that got messed up. If that happens, just go to the end of the dungeon and go to the boss room and the pendant will just drop from the sky. It'll remember that you beat the boss, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay! So, we beat all the bosses, we got all the pendants, and now we can go get the Master Sword. Master Sword is useful for unlocking tablets like these, and it'll also make going through the Dark World dungeons a little easier because it's more powerful. But I'm going to go ahead and get it, and then I'm going to probably head straight to the Dark World to do some dungeons there. I don't want to fight Aghanim because there's really no point. The the only treasure that beating Aghanim unlocks is that woodcutter's thing, and we already checked it, and it was garbage, and we don't need to worry about it. So, until then, I'm going to go ahead and head into the Lost Woods off-screen, and I'll catch y'all there next time on this Let's Play. I'm Alex Britt, hope you've enjoyed this episode, and I'll see y'all later!